Hello and welcome to the Element 212 vlog. So as a family business owner, your website is a key piece of your online branding and a key touch point between your business and your customers. So one of the things I want to talk about today is what your website really should be doing for your business in 2025. So I want to start off with just talking around the awareness and the lead generating support your website should offer your business. So one way to ensure that your website is a brand awareness and lead generating tool is by making sure that your site is optimized well for online search. And we're not just talking about people going to Google and Bing and typing in keywords, but also for the ask search. So people using tools like ChatGPT and Alexa, Gemini. We're seeing a big shift in how people are searching and asking for information. And so one of the areas that you want to make sure that your site is optimized for is both online text search as well as voice automated, like asking search. Areas that you'll want to look at are, doing some research utilizing tools like SEMrush and Google Keyword Planner, making sure that you're really understanding what are the terms that your audience is using when they're searching for products and services that you offer. Making sure you're looking at the long-tailed keywords, questions that people are asking, what are the trends in what's happening in your industry, looking at news articles and just seeing where your industry is moving so that you can be ahead of that content and really making sure you're optimizing that content through case studies, blog articles, FAQs on your site. And FAQs are a really big thing for the ask optimization. People are asking questions typically when they're utilizing chat or Alexa. And so making sure that you're utilizing content that is in the form of a question can help optimize your site. So there's one area that you want to make sure that you're really optimizing for your website for 2025 to really compete against your competitors and stay relevant in search. Another area is really, if you're a family business, making sure you're capitalizing on your story. This is something that is growing and is really just big for a big opportunity for family businesses. There are studies galore out there that talk around how consumers really do put a lot more trust in family businesses over just big box conglomerate companies. And so really maximizing your content in a way that is telling your story and sharing your legacy and showcasing your culture, talking around your brand as really that human element to differentiate you from your competitors and really stand out from the crowd. If you're doing activities in your community, volunteer work, pro bono work, whatever the case may be, if it's different ways that you go about providing your service or providing your products or creating your products, sustainability, warranties, whatever those differentiators are, really make sure that your website is featuring those and highlighting them well so that your audience can see, oh, this is why I should be utilizing this company, or I resonate with this for my own care and morals and values, or whatever that may be for your audience. Finding those key points that you can connect with your audience is a way to differentiate and have your website work for your business. So another thing that you want to look for is just that user experience. Nobody wants a clunky, difficult to navigate website that gives me too many options and doesn't help me find what I need and really lead me through my buyer's experience and buyer's journey. So one way to really make sure your site navigation is clean and streamlined is first really understanding what your customers are looking for, what they want, and how they go about making their buying decision. What is their vetting process? What kind of information are they looking for to make a buying decision? And then structure your website in a way that walks your customers through that process and that experience and that buyer's journey, and just really direct them to that next step to help them say, yes, I want to look further into this company. Making sure that your content, your navigation is just really clean, streamlined, that you're interlinking throughout your site to feed them into that next step in their decision-making process. Having good imagery and nice white space that just provides that full image, that full view of your brand and what your services are, and that it all just tells the same story and really makes it a nice, clean, professional experience for your customers. And the last thing I want to just share with you of something that you want to make sure your website has, and I'm amazed at how many websites we come across when we're redesigning that don't do this, is just really having really solid, clear calls to action throughout your site, but calls to action that make sense for the page that they're on. So if you're offering different kinds of services, making sure that your calls to action are appropriate for the specific service. Also, coupled with your calls to action, have case studies, have resource blogs linkable on those pages so that they can learn more about it, depending on what your service is, if it's complex or if it's like really expensive, if they have to go through a longer vetting process. Give them those touch points as they're doing their vetting process to really make a buying decision. And so with your calls to action, maybe it's not just a simple phone number or form, but it's something maybe that includes a customer testimonial or a case study that really shows your expertise in that area, that can help them make that decision and really vet you before they jump in and get into an agreement with you. So calls to action are important. Make sure you're looking at those, and make sure that you're naming your buttons in a unique way so that when you're looking at your analytics, you can track which calls to action are maybe getting more traction, maybe working better than others. And that can help just give you more insight and data into how your website is working for you and how it's resonating with your audience. So those are just some of the areas that you'll want to ensure that your website is doing, those actionable items, so your website can really work for your business. We'd love to work with you if you have questions about your website or want to talk through a possible revamp or redesign, restructuring of your site for 2025 to really help grow your business this year. So I hope this vlog was helpful to you and gave you some good insights. And reach out to us if you're looking for a website redesign, and we'll catch you on the next vlog.